The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, has urged large financial institutions to comb through the private transactions of their customers for suspicious charges based off of protected political and or religious expression. Have you ever shopped in places like Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops? Well, wait until you hear this. But first, if you're curious about purchasing gold or silver, check out Lear Capital. Lear is standing by to answer all of your questions related to buying physical gold and or silver that they will discreetly ship directly to your door. You can go directly to their website, leargg.com, see the current spot price for gold or silver, as well as what they have available at that time, whether it's bars or coins or whatever. So don't wait. Do what I did. Call them and ask them the tough questions. Rather than type them in the comments below, ask them. They'll help you decide what's right for you and your family. Now, Lear helped me purchase my gold and my silver, and they have answered all of my questions. There's no obligation to purchase, so give them a call. 1-800-260-5075 or head over to leargg.com. Links are down below. Also, ask them about gold-backed IRAs or 401ks so that you're going to be depending on something tangible rather than a government-controlled piece of paper. If you don't want to take possession of your physical gold or silver, they can tell you about storage and how that works as well. Again, call them 1-800-260-5075 or head over to leargg.com. Links down below. Thanks to Lear Capital for standing by this channel. So Jim Jordan, the House Judiciary Committee chairman, says the committee has uncovered a secret request to have banks spy on our purchases and our transactions to uncover potential extremism. They even flagged terms like MAGA or Trump. Check out this letter that he released. This is eye-opening. This is a letter to Noah Bischoff, the AML officer, and he said this: Dear Mr. Bischoff, the Committee on the Judiciary and the Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government are conducting oversight of federal law enforcement's receipt of information about American citizens without legal process and its engagement with the private sector. Based upon documents obtained by the committee and select subcommittee, we believe that you, as the director of the Office of Stakeholder Integration and Engagement in the Strategic Operations Division of the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, possesses information necessary for our oversight. We ask that you appear for a transcribed interview, which means no hiding. We're going to type it all out. The committee and select subcommittee have obtained documents indicating that following January 6th, 2021, FinCEN distributed materials to financial institutions that, among other things, outline the typologies of various persons of interest and provide financial institutions with suggested search terms and merchant category codes for identifying transactions on behalf of federal law enforcement. These materials included a document recommending the use of generic terms like Trump and MAGA to search Zelle payment messages, as well as prior FinCEN analysis of lone actor / homegrown violent extremism indicators. According to this analysis, FinCEN warned financial institutions of extremism indicators that include transportation charges, such as bus tickets, rental cars, or plane tickets for travel to areas with no apparent purpose, or the purchase of books, including religious texts, and subscriptions to other media containing extremist views. In other words, FinCEN urged large financial institutions to comb through the private transactions of their customers for suspicious charges on the basis of protected political and religious expression. In addition, the committee and select subcommittee have obtained documents showing that FinCEN distributed slides prepared by financial institutions explaining how other financial institutions can use MCC codes to detect customers whose transactions may reflect potential active shooters and who may include dangerous international terrorists / domestic terrorists / homegrown violent extremists or lone wolves. For example, the slides instruct financial institutions to query for transactions using certain MCC codes such as 3484, small arms, 5091, sporting and recreational goods and supplies, and keywords Cabela's and Dick's Sporting Goods, among several others. Despite these transactions having no apparent criminal nexus and, in fact, relate to Americans exercising their Second Amendment rights, FinCEN seems to have adopted a characterization of these Americans as potential threat actors. This kind of pervasive financial surveillance, carried out in coordination with and at the request of federal law enforcement into Americans' private transactions, is alarming and raises serious doubts about FinCEN's respect for fundamental civil liberties. As the former director of the Office of Stakeholder Integration and Engagement in the Strategic Operations Division, you engaged regularly with financial institutions following the events of January 6, 2021, including the distribution of material about how financial institutions could use private customer information to assist federal law enforcement. As such, your testimony will aid our oversight. In particular, your testimony will help to inform the committee and select subcommittee about federal law enforcement's mass accumulation and use of Americans' private information without legal process, FinCEN's protocols, if any, to safeguard Americans' privacy and constitutional rights in the receipt and use of such information, and FinCEN's general engagement with the private sector on law enforcement matters. We ask that you appear for your transcribed interview with the committee promptly. Please contact committee staff as soon as possible, but no later than 5 p.m. on January 31st, 2024, to schedule your transcribed interview. The Committee on the Judiciary is authorized to conduct oversight of FinCEN pursuant to the rules of the House of Representatives. In addition, H.Res. 12 authorized the committee's Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government to investigate issues related to the violation of the civil liberties of citizens of the United States. H.Res. 12 also authorized the Select Subcommittee to investigate how executive branch agencies work with, obtain information from, and provide information to the private sector, nonprofit entities, or other government agencies to facilitate actions against American citizens. Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. Sincerely, Jim Jordan, the chairman. Amazing. And if you go down and check out Jim Jordan's Twitter, they flag things like Bible. Yes, Bible, Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops. If you bought a gun, if you bought ammo, all those things were flagged. What is it going to take for some people to wake up? I will say this with all due respect to all of my viewers who just happen to vote Democrat. We don't all happen to have the same opinion. That's what makes America great. However, if you believe in the Second Amendment, you exercise your Second Amendment, you need to stop voting for the party that is looking to take away that right at all costs. Please, folks, let's think of the future here, not our feelings. I love each and every single one of you. Let me know what you think of this letter down below. I'll have a link down there as well. Also, look at this brand new shirt. Just hit the store at TriStar. The Disobey, I love it. Disobey shirt, and it's a raglan tee. We used to call these baseball shirts, 3/4 sleeve. I used to wear these playing baseball for 20 years. I love these types of shirts. Very smooth, very comfortable. Link is down below. It's very soft and thin. I love it. I mean, I just love it. I'm glad they came out with it. Link's down below. Thanks to TriStar. Check out Lear Capital as well. I'll see you in the next one. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Deuces.